Welcome to my new video. Today I will talk about Raft. A real popular games. We are stranded on a raft, only 4 floors, and you have to survive and try and get something to eat and build a bigger raft, make food and stuff like that. So this is the beginner guide. When you start the raft, this is the start menu. If you see I've had something on the top, you won't be seeing that in your game because that's I'm using some mods. I don't use mods in this video, so don't make attention to this one. But you can see in the top of the corner is raft and what version you are. Version the 626 from the last updates. Well, there are several ways you can play the Raft on, because you have a join a world. You can join online worlds. You can refresh if there's your friends. If you have friends on your Steam playing, you can go to join the worlds, and if they're playing, you can join them, and their name will be in the join worlds. So that's how you can do it. And if you have new friends, you just refresh it, and new names will pop up. So if you have friends on Steam playing the Raft. If you can join the worlds, or you can just play by yourself. Let's go over. You got the exit credits, the help center. Help center is you open a browser where you can get some help from the game creators and stuff like that. And you got the settings here, where you have your settings. You have the general settings, land race, open data privacy, pages, quick builds, and enable name tags, enable helpful UE, and how to save the world in 10 minutes. So you don't have to save it before you leave the game or something, so it will save every 10 minutes. Motion sickness mode, if you get sickness in the game, because it's like being on a real boat, so if you feel all your sickness, you can just mark this one off so you don't get so sick. So some people do have some sickness, so they can play the game anyway, just motion sickness mode. So just push that one on so you don't get sick. And you can enable the chat, so you can chat with the other players if you don't have any mics. You have the controls, you can reset controls, and you can combine your keys any way as you like to. If you have a big keyboard or you have something special attached to your keyboard, you can use that and so on. And that's just the combinings. You have your graphic, borderless. Borderless is full screen like I have, and you can exclusive and wide weights and so on. And resolutions, that's how resolutions your computer are. But all this have to be, when you're installing the game, is automatically be there. So, but if it's not, you can go to the graphic, and you got the audio where you have your master volume, your AP volume, sound effects, UE6, and the music. I don't like the music all the way, so it's really nice music, but it's really annoying, so I always turned it off. So. And the time between the music tracks can be long. You can set them to medium, short, or none. So if you set none, you just set music for a game like this. So that's something about the settings. And then you got your character. You can set your character names. Your character, you can be Maya, Rudy, something like that, and your name. I always have my name in my game as Gren, so if you see this name, it's me you playing with. So Ruby is a male, as you can see here. On the raft is a male, or you can play the Maria, it's a girl. So I'm playing the girl, just for fun. Well, that was just the game, and you can load games. You can see I have my games right here, so but I will play one of them. So here you save the game so you can continue your games. Let's go to the new worlds. When you start a new world, you got a hard world here. You cannot respawn without the help of a friend. So if you're playing alone and you die, you just die, you start all over. That's how it is. So You have to have a friend to help you survive. And that's it even difficult for average players. So animals, sharks, and yeah, there's stuff of animals that will attack you and attack your fleets. So that's a normal. If you have an easy to maintain hunger and thirst, and inventory is not lost when respawning. If you play the normal and the hard, if you die, you lost all your inventory. So that's lost forever. Easy, then you can spawn that you don't lose anything in your inventory. But the animals will still attack you, sharks and stuff like that. So you have another one that's called peaceful. That means that a more relaxed version of the raft where enemies are not threats. So the shark won't attack you. If you attack the shark, they will attack you anyway. So that's you have to be in your reminder that if you attack, the animals they will attack you back. But if you don't do anything, well, they will leave you alone. So that's a really good feature in the game that you can take a peaceful, because then you can just try this one out and you can learn the game before you go to an easy or a normal or hard or something like that. So and then you have something creative. The creative is only a build mode, so that means that you have unlimited health and all the stuff like that. That's only a build mode, so you can try out to build your own raft, and so you can get some idea how to build your raft and how all the things working. So that's more like a training camp for how to build, and you got all the resources, you got all the furniture, you got everything. So that's a really good thing to just go into the creative, and then you can just learn how all the things is put together, the raft, the bottom, the top, and everything you have. So that's the only thing you can in the creative. That's create your own fleet, and you can say, okay, I want to build my fleet in this way. So that's a good thing. So let's go back to the game and just take a new game. We play in the peaceful, so the animals don't attack us. So let's get a name. I call this YouTube Raft. So we know that's it. Well, as the game loads up, we start on a small fleet, four floors, I think. So that's not much. So let's go to the game so I can explain how we do it. So you start in only where you have a hook on your inventory and you're on a raft, that's all. So you have to gather all the stuff on the sea, floating on the sea. You have to use your hook to pull it in and stuff like that. So let's try and see when we get into the game here. Just hang on. Okay, we're in the game here. So what you can see, you got that's your raft. Four floors, that's all. But you have your hook right here. If you're pushing the tab key, you can see here, inventory, a plastic hook. Your plastic hook you just use to just throw it out and try to see if you can get all the resources you need. The resources you really need is that plastic, wood, metal, tree, stones. So get everything, all you have, and you can have 20 pieces of each in your inventory. And you can see there's some barrels. Take the barrels. The barrels have a lot of more resources. So, and as you use it, you can see in the bottom. If you take a look in the bottom, you can see the yellow line. That's when it get broke. When it's done, you don't have any more. You have to craft them. But to craft them, you need to get some more resources. And you can do this. So you can see in your inventory right here, 8 planks, 1 leaf, plastic, and metals right here. So that's what the game is about, to gather the resources. the first thing you need to do is that if you look at the left corner down top, you can see your water level. That's when you're thirsty. And under that one, you can see how much hunger you have and your health, the red one. So, first thing you need to know is that you have to get something to eat and something to cook with. So, the first thing you have to craft is a cup. An empty cup. You need to craft a cup. You need to craft a purifier so you can make water. You need to craft a grill. So you can cook fish or anything else you have, because that makes it better for you. So now we can craft this one. So let's see here what else we can pick up. Oh, everything is going past. Well, the good thing was with the peace mode is that you can just jump in the water and the shark won't attack you, so you can just jump in the water here. Just pick it up if you want this. So you can only do this in the peaceful version. If you play in a normal, easy, or something like that, the shark will attack you. So the mainly thing you have to do is to try and get a rope. I can see an island up there. So what we need is to make an anchor so our raft can stay on the islands. So we just go and pick something up here. So I'm just picking up some resources here, so you can take a little break and then I come back again here. Just hang on. Okay, I gathered some metal resources and stuff like that, so I didn't want to use the video to be too long for that. So what the first thing that I was talking about was that you need some water and you need food. So you need to craft a cup. A cup is for plastic, so you need plastic for crafting the cup. So when you have crafted that, you need it, so you have something you can drink off. You need the purifier, simple purifier, that you can take the water from the sea and purify so it gets to clean water, so you have something to drink. And that costs you 6 planks and 6 leaf and 4 plastics. And the other thing you need is the grill. So if you're making a fish pole or something you're going to fish, or you can see I have the red one, the raw beets, you can put this on the grill. You need firewood for grills and stuff like that. So let's take and make a purifier, and you just place your purifier where you want it. Let's put off purifier water here. Okay, someone didn't know how this is working, but you need the cup I have in my hand right now, and then it's just push the E button, and you fill up the cup, push E, pull it over, and E, and down on the button too. So place some planks, and now you're making water. Oh, come, yeah. You have to pick everything up if you can when you're building as well, because your resources really going low and real fast too. So that's how the purified water is working. So just push E and put another one in, and when it's done, this small cup is filled with fresh water. So now you can put this in your cup and drink it, and you can see my water down there in the left down corner. So you have to do this all the time to make it, and make sure you have wood on it too. So well, let's go back to the other one I was talking about, is the grill. 6 planks, one scrap, and 1 rope. How do you do rope? Well, if you make rope by leaf. So if you go down to this screw, screw here, you can see here you can make rope, you can make nails, you can make wet bricks. So if you want to make rope, you get 2 leaf for 1 rope. So that's how you craft ropes. You need leaf to craft ropes, so remember that. You don't get it anywhere else. You have to craft it. So you just put this and craft it. So if we look here now, I have used all my leaf. So that's why think about what you're doing before you do it, because your leaf is really precious too when you make ropes. So let's see if we have something in the barrels up here. Oh. Well, I just jumped for it. Ew! Hope the shark don't eat me. So, if you do this, remember where your raft is, because it just keep floating because you have no anchor or anything else. Your raft will just float free, and if you not see it, and it's so small and no light, so it can really turn bad because you lost your fleets. So let's go and now see, we don't have any leaf yet. Yeah, we have. So now we can make the grill. So we can put the grill up too, so we can craft some food. It's the same way, put the grill and you can take a potatoes and some planks, and then you can make some food. That's the basic you have to do the first before you started to build your fleets. So if you don't have water, you don't have anything else, you will die. So you have to remember that's the most important. You have to do those two. When they are up, you can start build a little bit up your fleets and so on, and just scale some stuff. In the horizon you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but right out there is a raft that's abandoned from someone that died or something. You can get resources from it if you can get to it. So get some practice to get this one. So now we have islands over there, but we have nothing to hand our fleet with, so we need to expand it a bit. So if we can. So that's how the purifier is working, how you get food in the game. So you really have to work for it. The weird is that you take water from the sea and use that as a fuel for the fire. That's strange, but that's how it is. Now you see I got potatoes right down here, and I can put this one. So now I have something to eat. You need to get to the island to get something to eat and stuff like that. Oh, I need this one. The barrels can contains potatoes or something else. As you can see, now it contains a blueprints. Blueprints is something you learn. Let me see. There's a blueprint for receivers. So you learn this. If you have got the blueprint, you don't have to research for it. So we can get to the islands before we have a sail, and we have to get our raft a little bit up. So the next thing you need to do is to go to the shovel and pickaxe, and there's your resource. We need a building hammer. Building hammer lasts forever, so they don't break if you do anything. So you can try and build a raft a little bit bigger. So like this. Then you go to the sailing and make a sail. If you have it, you got some leaf, 20 leaf, so we need leaf for doing this, so we can control our fleets. That's the next important thing you have to do, because you can't get to the island without it. So, well, you can be lucky you just ram on to one. So we need more resources here. Oh, we go in the water. Let's see water. Well, the water is pretty deep, so when I'm at it, so in the water, I can tell you that if you're diving, you can look in the top. That's your indicator how much air you have. When it gets red, you're drowned. So you have to be notice that when you're in the water, and it takes really slow to get it back up. More leaf. Oh, shark! Don't eat me! Don't eat me! Well, only got 6 and we need 20 for sail, so a long way. Well, if you get close enough to an island, you can go to the sail and see if you can make a bucket. You need some rope. You need 4 ropes, so the bucket can you use as an anchor. So let's try to see if you can make another rope here and make an anchor here. If you don't have an anchor, your fleet will just float away. So just put an anchor right here, so you're prepared for an island. So let's go out and see if you can get some more here. Oh, we got another blueprint. Yay! Blueprints you can find anywhere. You can find in boxes like this, and you can find food. You can find almost everything. But the most important is that you really need to see if you can make your raft so you can steer the raft, because there's a lot of islands you want to go to and you don't have any materials to do it because you need it. You see one more island over there, and we just passed 2 more behind us, so we don't want our raft to drift to the sea, so we're stuck on the island. You can, you can kill the shark, but I won't recommend it, because if you use spear or anything else, it will attack you in this game right now. So always keep looking where your fleet is, or you will be in real big troubles. We still need a lot of them. Let's just gather some more resources and get back. Yeah. Well, we didn't get all the leaf for the island, so we can do the island is gone, so it's way over there, so it's far away from us. But as I was telling that you need a sail. You just put a sail in the middle of the boat. Let's put it right there. So now you got a sail. You can just use the sail to the raft and so on. So you can steer your raft if it's going one way or the other way. So let's try see if you can get to the island we just passed up there. I'm not sure if you can do it. So well, now we know how your grill is working, I hope, and you know how your purifier working for your fresh water. They're the main things you have to do. So make your purifier as the first one, the grill second, and if you can, then make your bucket for stone. You need some stones for this one. You need let me see, on the sails you have the anchors that you need 2 planks, you need 4 ropes, you need 4 stones. Sometimes you get stones from the barrels, or you get stones from the bottom of the sea if you're on the island on the bottom of seas and stuff like that. So that I will show when we get to an island. I will show you how to get the stones, stuff like that. You got a lot of resources on every island. On the top of the islands you get fruits, you can get tree and leaves, so you can still build everything. is getting to no win, not getting anywhere. So that's the first thing you have to do, is make your pool for water, a grill, a bucket as anchor, so you can anchor to a close island, and then make your raft a little bigger and make the sail so you can actually steer it left or right if you're too far and so on. So that's the first thing you have to do, and that's the only thing I want to show you right now on the first of the game. But remember that if you swim in the ocean, the animals in the ocean, especially a shark, will attack you. The shark will attack your fleet if you're going on the easy, normal, or hard mode. They will just eat your fleet. So, and you just have to watch it. There are a lot of more animals in the deep, but right now I just see the sharks. I have once in my other game I will see a whale. A whale can really push your fleet. If your fleet is a small fleet, it can swim under your fleet and actually pull up the tails and blow your fleet to pieces. So I don't. If you see a whale, just make sure to get away from it, because got it under your fleet, you're real screwed up. You won't be get your fleet back. So you have to start all over. I have just done that once, so just remember that. So this was my first tour for the raft and how to begin the rafting. And if you want to learn some more, then follow me on my YouTube and the rafting, and I will show you some more stuff about how to survive on the raft and how to get more resources. So the next one is how we get our raft a little bigger and stuff like that. So I will show you that in my next video. So follow me and give me a subscribe and like, and if you have any comments, just write it below and I'll try and answer you as best I can. So have fun with the raft and watch the bites from the sharks. So this is Chris Research signing out, and thank you for watching.